Come on, Misha. Real questions.
Cameron, do you like dragonflies?
Grasshopper Media, Max Radical here. This evening interviewing a guy they call Cameron Green.
Do I like dragonflies? Yeah, because according to the Native Americans, they represent illusion. And a great resource for that is the medicine cards. Available at most alternative bookstores.
Most alternative bookstores in Ottawa? Like Serendipity Books.
Yeah, there definitely are. I'm not aware of many now because, as you know, I live in Vancouver right now. So. In Vancouver, Banyan Books on 4th, I think it is
Banyan Books?
Yeah.
I think I saw that place.
In Vancouver, they got a great selection of anything you can find. Great kids' books, all that kind of stuff. Alternative, you know.
Vancouver's a nice place.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes. And what do we know about Vancouver? Or what is rumored about Vancouver? I spoke to a border security officer and mentioned it to her, and she said, yeah, everybody knows that, but we're not supposed to talk about it.
So I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure you're implying that it's pretty much common knowledge amongst the people definitely who work there and in the military field. I don't believe that this information is classified in any way, but I do know that it's not known, and it's the largest non-nuclear military armory in North America.
Non-nuclear.
Yeah, and the largest non-nuclear military armory in North America, and it's situated under downtown Vancouver, basically under the Fairmont Hotel and the Pacific Center and the Four Seasons. There's a giant parking lot underneath there that networks with this space. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure there's information out there. But anyhow, that's
you can find all this if you dig hard enough online, and it's not that difficult. But
that's the thing. Well, what do you know for sure, Cameron?
What does any of us know for sure?
That's a good question. I know it's a tough question.
No, it's a great question, and
work back from that.
And I would definitely have to say what many have said before me, and so what do I really know? Nothing. You know, is all I could give you in an honest answer. I mean,
I know that 9/11 was an inside job. I don't know about you.
Well, to me, it looks like it was definitely a controlled demolition. You know, I mean, there's no doubt about it in my mind. I mean, I've seen a million of them. I take interest in that kind of stuff, and you know, listen to the testimonies by Jesse Ventura, who used to be demolitions expert in the military, and all these kinds of things. You know, there's the Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth is one of the best resources online. Richard Gage, yeah, and a million other prominent names as well. You'll find on that page who are definitely having questions, you know, a lot of questions.
Yeah. We're almost at 1,000 architects and engineers now, I think.
Is that right?
Getting close.
That's great. I'm so glad to know this is happening. I've been doing this thing, this movement, this truth movement, as they now call it, for about 15 years. You know, get very little support by a lot of people. I'm under much ridicule and definitely a lot of scrutiny. But
all truthers are, aren't we?
Yeah.
In some way or another. At least by even our own families and such when we ask them questions. 777, bro! 777 architectural and engineering professionals have signed the petition demanding of Congress a truly independent investigation.
4,453 others
supporting architects and engineers students.
You know, and so, yeah, these are probably people who have a little more time on their hands to like look at all this kind of stuff. But it's fascinating. There really is this big movement happening, and it's not just a bunch of nuts talking about wild conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Microsoft Messenger needs your attention.
That's quite a message.
That's it. Okay, maybe Misha, I don't think Misha has any constructive questions.
Okay. Well, is there anything else I can tell you?
Britney Spears. We tried tonight to go and interview Britney Spears.
Yes, we did. We were there. The Scotia Centre, is it called now in Ottawa?
Scotiabank.
Scotiabank Place. There you go. And what did we find out? We found out that we didn't have VIP
We
passes.
didn't have our VIP passes, man.
But our reason to go is to interview Britney Spears, to basically ask her one question which I know that she's dying to get out there, but whether she has access to the right media sources to release it or not is questionable. So we went there tonight to ask her basically
That's Grasshopper Media.
to confirm our suspicions as to the reason why she shaved her head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reasons why, I don't know whether you
A lot
want
of
to
girls
get
cut
into
their
that.
hair, right?
Absolutely. And well, the reason why, like, you know, maybe we shouldn't say it directly out, but it definitely has a lot to do with trauma-based mind control and basically, you know.
That's David Icke. David Icke talks about that stuff.
David Icke does talk about trauma-based mind control and the fact that it all comes down from the Tavistock Institute in the city of London.
I saw part of a video once where, he showed a whole bunch of stuff that goes on in London there. And,
yeah, that movie is called Revelations of a Mother Goddess. And it's a great resource, you know. It's an interview with Arizona Wilder, another subject who has gone through.
I watched it on Google Video. I didn't get the second half, so
okay.
I only saw, the beginning of Arizona Wilder, and it seems kind of, outrageous stuff. But
well, it is outrageous, but when you understand that Arizona Wilder, her newly taken name now, participated in satanic rituals at really the highest level, and yeah. In the community, you know,
exactly.
It's hard to just drop the bomb, boom, like this, and
she
explains
it in a way, but sometimes I don't know whether you gotta believe everybody in what they say, but you might want to ask, why would somebody lie about something like this? That might be the greater question.
Well, as we find, Arizona Wilder isn't the only subject that's now coming forward to discuss this, yeah, it's fascinating. There's some to definitely say, and there's part of me that is inclined to believe it. That when Madonna kissed Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera at the MTV Awards, I believe it was years ago. I didn't catch it live,
I got a picture of it right here, actually.
Oh yeah,
I do.
There you go.
It's funny. It was in the newspaper today. Here it is.
Interesting. Right.
Yummy. Look at that, hey?
And I can see on the back that was her interview with David Letterman.
And this was 2 nights ago on David Letterman. Brittany, we love you.
Great. We do love Brittany.
Yeah. We just want to know if your hair is really blonde or not. Is it really blonde? Do you have blue eyes? Is she have blue eyes, green eyes?
She's wearing extensions.
I know she's wearing extensions. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, she shaved her head too. It's a little crazy, but that's the thing. I think that's one thing I got from the Arizona Wild interview. The first half of it that I saw is that she had changed her hair in order to get away from these kind of rituals that were going on. Whether,
Well, that's right. There's a period at around 28, 30 where people generally break out of the
don't stand like that, Brittany.
The trauma-based mind control. And it's usually not too long before handlers of very prominent people pull them back into the brainwashing, and then they continue on their path to participate as they have been chosen to do.
Excuse me, Microsoft Messenger needs your...
Okay, Misha has a question. Do you believe someone can ever truly be 100% satisfied?
It depends on how you define satisfaction, I would say.
Certainly.
And so, and satisfaction is probably a pretty individual thing, but I think that there's some common things that we all value and that we all would find satisfying, and those things could possibly be, a liberty and